Hello everyone, welcome back to Riri's Nursery. Well, you guys, happy Saturday. And look at these beautiful, just brighten your smile sayings right here. So let's get into this video. This is part of a happy mail that I received and I cannot wait to share with you guys and to get into our tag today. Be right back. Well, hello everyone, welcome back to my nursery. And like I said, happy Saturday. I'm wearing my Winnie the Pooh sweater. My husband had bought this for me, so I'm wearing that, and I'm wearing my Pooh earrings. So you guys, thank you for the love on my video that posted yesterday with my newest big girl in my collection. Like I said in the video, it took a couple of days just to get to that point because of my back. I'm still dealing with my back. It's doing better, but I'm still wearing my brace, which helps me out each day. But I wanted to get this video up today because I had received some beautiful happy mail from Miss Alexandra. I will put her YouTube name there and I will tag her below. But I also wanted to do a tag for my dear sweet sister Alicia. She's doing the springtime tag, so I will bring on some babes that I will show wearing some springtime clothing. But I wanted to show my happy mail that I did receive and share that with you guys, and also to just say a sweet thank you to Miss Alex, because this was really great. Like, this came in there saying hello sunshine. Now you guys, right now I also wanted to do this video now because we're supposed to have a bunch of storms come through. And so I wanted to get that, make sure I'm getting that done. And then look at this one. So I've got some things to put a smile on my face even though I'm not feeling the best, and we've got some weather coming through. All right, so she sent that. Now what happened was Alex was doing a little giveaway on her channel. My glasses are so annoying. I'm gonna get a new pair of glasses. These are so annoying. I don't like these frames, but back to better things. I had one, there was a doll she was doing a little giveaway on her channel, and I was able to win. And so I was excited to win her giveaway. But then she also said she was sending some little extras. So I'm going to show the doll last, but I want to show her extras first because the doll is right here. And it's a cute little one. But look at what it was inside this little bag. The best things in life aren't things, they're friends like you. It's on the front of the bag. This is so sweet. And it's, you know, a little zipper pouch. Mint green. I love it. This is really beautiful. And so the doll came inside this bag, and I will share that in just a second. But there were some other things that came. Look at this tiny little tea set. Oh my gosh. And it's perfect for spring, the theme that Alicia was having about springtime, because you know March, it ushered in our springtime, even though we're still dealing with, some areas are dealing with some wintry weather, but we have those spring showers that are coming in, like torrential rains that we're supposed to have over the weekend. But this is perfect to go along with the springtime theme. So thank you, Alex. And then now this little surprise that she included, and it says it's a girl. So let's look inside. Now when I first opened it, I saw this. So that it looks like a little blanket, and then there's a bottle, a little stuffed animal, and a rattle. So I'm sitting there like, okay, small. And then you can see there's a crib. So when I opened it, and I'm not going to take it out yet, because I want to, once I get it out, I'll take a picture and then add it to the end of the video. Look, you guys, a beautiful little baby inside. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's just so sweet. So I love this because I do have a polymer. I have a polymer that I got from a doll show last year, which is a Laura Tuzio Ross doll. And I have it still in its box over here to keep it safe. So I'm glad that this babe came in this little crib. And so like I said, I'm going to take it out, take a picture, and I'll add it in the video so that you guys can see it. But I love things like this. Like, oh my gosh, I'm a collector, and I'd like to have collectibles. To me, it's like a little collectible, not to be playing with, but to, you know, just to stare at. I love that. So then let's get into what I actually won over here. So some other things that was also in, she sent these stickers, which I'm like, of course, I love that. Look at all the animals, so I can add to my journaling. Some cards came. So this is Nursery Cutie Footprints. So you can look at that, some things that she sent with the card. So it looks like, so check it out. It says Diamond Kawaii Charms. So look that up, look that up. And so I like that. And then we have, look at this, looks like a little troll. That's cute. And another thing for my desk, this little birdie. My kids at school, when they do something good, so when the kids do something great at school, they can go and pick out of a treasure box. So it's at the end of the week, they earn these little points. And so my kids like to get these little figurines or small like turtles and little rabbits and stuff, and they'll get them, and then they like to bring them to my room and put them on my work desk. So this can go right there next to the little figurines. Small interruption from the children. So the next thing that that came in was, here's the little doll, and she was inside here. And so here's the card of the artist. Let me put that right there. And then her information is on the back. So if you want a screenshot after you see the dolly, you might be interested. She was wrapped with this cute little bracelet. And here's the charm that I just have to put the charm on the bracelet. But look at that, is so sweet. You know, I was thinking about adding this, maybe my big girl, I can put that on her wrist. That would be her little bracelet. All right, so look how cute. A little winker. A little wink. A little cheeky. This is so pretty. So she's going to have to be on my desk with my other, I have a BJD doll that I keep. That was done by a Russian artist. It's not the BJD. Now there are the BJD dolls that are like 20 inches. They're gorgeous. She's not like that. She's a small little the little small ones in BJD, and she's really cute. And so I'm gonna have to have her next to. They're gonna have to stand together, because what I like is her arms move, her legs can move. You know, I can move them up to position them. And so this is the little cutie that I want. I love her. She is so cute. I'm gonna call her Wink, since she's winking at us. So meet little Wink in my collection. I love her. She's cute. Thank you so much, Alex. This truly put a smile on my face. I have a spot that I can put her. I love the little knickknacks, things that I like to do to decorate my nursery, decorate my work desk. I love it. I love it. I love it. But it was really sweet to get all of this. And just for Alex, for you to think of me, thank you so much. You guys, this is just really nice. I mean, we're coming up with this is being springtime. It's just nice that we're eventually coming out of some horrible weather. But I'm in the South. So winter storm, and well, not winter storms, but like rainstorms and thunderstorms, that's kind of the norm down here, because we have tropical climate. So it's not too out of the norm. So let me switch and get my babes, so we can now I can show you my little springtime babies that I changed to go with Alicia's theme. Be right back. All right, so you guys, I decided, since this was Alicia's theme, or is Alicia's theme about the springtime, I decided to go and share her babes that she's made for me. So my most recent babe from her is my Danny boy, and I had changed him into this Winnie the Pooh jumper. And it's perfect for springtime with the minty green. We've got Pooh Bear in one pocket, Tigger in the other. He's got his personalized pacifier that Alicia made for him. I kept his bodysuit that she had on, the long sleeves that he came with. And so I kept that underneath. But then here's the striped shirt that came with the outfit. And it's got browns and the greens and the yellows in it. And I think this was pretty. Besides being Pooh Bear, I think it's perfect for springtime. So again, as I said, when he came, so I had this sculpt, the Nino sculpt. So this is a Chinza doll, and I had the Nino sculpt a while back, and had sold him to another collector who had wanted that specific doll because she wanted it from the artist I bought it from. So I had sold him, thinking, okay, well, yes, I can move him on, but I had missed this sculpt. I really wanted him in my collection. I enjoyed having him. And so I'm just so happy that I was able to get, because he was sold out. So I was happy to be able to find his blank kit on reborns.com from another seller and swooped him up and quickly reached out to Alicia asking if she could do him for me. And she said yes. So here we are. So I'm excited to have him back in my collection. Don't want to let him go. Really want to keep him. Just really sweet. And I just love how Alicia weighted him for me, because I said, you know, he's a sleeping babe, so he's got to just be loosey-goosey. He's got to be able to just flop around. And so she did that, and he still has a good weight to where it's not bothering my back to hold him, but I can feel his weight. But I'm just happy to have Danny Boy back. So he's been changed into springtime. My other one that I got from her, and these are part of, I call them my little white hair collection, is I got my Laura that she painted for me and rooted. Look at this beautiful little girl. So this is my Magdalene. And Alicia did a beautiful job with that hair. I love how she turned out. And she's another one where she's just floppy around, and because she's a little sleeper. And I just love this little girl. Now, similar to his story, except I've had her sculpt. She's my third Laura. And I think that it worked out this way because the first two, you know, were done by somebody else. And I had, the first one I had as a boy, second one was a girl. But this one I had custom made. Now, custom for me is very loose term, because when I do a custom, I still am not very, I don't go in very particular. Usually if I do a custom, I may say, oh, I want the hair to be a certain color, or I'll say I want the eye color to be a certain color if it's awake. And then sometimes I'm just like, I just want that sculpt. So I go to an artist that I love their work and say, here you go, you have full reign. Make it a boy or girl, whatever you do, I just like your work. And I want to see how you envision that doll. So I'm not extremely hands-on with a custom. Now I have worked with some artists that do like that, where they'll ask questions or they'll give options, but if I have too many options, it can slow the process down. So I prefer to have made, like I told this one of my good friends I'm working with right now, I was just like, give me 2 or 3 options and then go. Because it can slow it down. I'll just be like, oh, I like that. It can become too much. But Alicia is a blessing to be acquainted with, to know. I love her so much. And she was so great to work with because she got it. I love the details that she put in her face and in her painting. I love how she'll pierce their ears and everything. But such a sweetheart. So this is my Magdalene, and she's in her springtime clothing. You know, she's got the flowers to usher in all things spring. Look at those beautiful flowers. All right, so then our next one. So these are my twins. These are another set of twins. They're the Chinza dolls. They're the, I think it's the Gia and Julia sculpt from Chinza dolls. And these are my girls. So this is Aria and this is Ember. And they have the curly hair like their brother over here, Danny Boy. And Alicia, oh, she did a beautiful job. I knew I wanted his hair like theirs. When I was getting him, I said, please make him like his sisters. And I love this hair. It's so soft. And the curls are easy to maintain to me. I mean, I don't do a lot to their hair because I keep them all in silk scarves when I wrap them up. And I just take it out and I just kind of fluff it. And that's pretty much it. If I feel like I need to spritz them, then I will, you know, like the little conditioner. But for the most part, they stay wrapped. So that silk wrap really does help keep that hair just, I don't know if it's, if I want to say moisturized, but it keeps it from drying out. So that's what I like about it. Now they have some weight. Alicia made them heavy, and I wanted them to be heavier because they're twins. And because of their condition of how they are conjoined, or they, I just believe that if they're going to be conjoined this way, they would have more weight because their bodies didn't perfectly separate. So that's how we came to that about the weight. Now their name came from a childhood doll I had, which when I was in Italy, I had a a doll that I got on a field trip when we went out. Our class went out and did a field trip, and that doll was a girl. She had white hair, but it was more straight like Laura's hair, my Magdalene. But I thought of her, and her name was December. So when I looked at these two, I decided to play off of that. And so my babe here with the closing eyes, like closing out the year, December, she's Ember. And then my January, which is looking forward to open up the year, is Aria. January, so it's Aria. Play on the name. So that's how they got their name. And they're in this beautiful outfit that Alicia has sent with them. Or she might have sent with them or with my Magdalene. I'm not sure. I just know that she sent a bunch of beautiful clothes. And so this is one of my faves on them right now that I don't want to take off. It's this pretty white and cherry inspired knitted top with the buttons in the back. And it's just beautiful. Look at that with the little bear, little red bear and the bow. It's just so precious. Like they're just adorable. I love these little girls. But I love Alicia. I love this tag, Alicia. So I hope you enjoyed seeing your creations again. But I enjoy doing this again. And this is Playday Saturday. So for Miss Patricia over at Patricia Dollar Dreams, that is her theme for today. So we are playing, having a good time before our weather really goes crazy and the storm comes upon us, because it's supposed to start this afternoon. So I'm glad I was able to hurry up and get this video done and share these dolls with you for my springtime. But I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Take that time to play. Take the time to relax if you need to. Get some errands done if you need to have that done as well. And if you're working, I hope you're enjoying your work. But I'm going to run. I hear my dogs. They're barking at somebody by the front door. But happy Saturday again, and I will check in with you later. Bye.